breed winners, success breeds success. And so I knew that this company wasn't going to fail me. I knew that I could align myself with somebody like him. Then I learned about his story. A friend, just like many of you, who introduced you, and while you're here, a friend, family member, so forth, introduced you. A friend introduced him to a documentary on the Discovery Channel. Anybody ever heard of the Discovery Channel? A friend introduced him to a Discovery Channel documentary on a plant called moringa. And you could go look at many third party. Can you all help me? Everybody say third party.
Third party.
That means not Zija, folks. That means not anything relating to this company, which is naturally going to market what? Moringa. They're going to market our products. They're going to say great things about it because they're trying to sell them to you or whoever. But you can go to a third party. It has nothing to do with Zija, like the NIH, National Institute of Health. And I could name all kinds of agencies and organizations, but all you have to do is go type out moringa, Google it. Now, when I say Google, make sure you know the reference point, because who can put things on Google? Anybody. Now, I've taught middle school. My middle school kids just put things. That's nonsense on Google. But what you have to do is look for a valid, vetted resource, third party, and they say moringa is the most nutrient-rich botanical yet discovered. That's insane. And so here's what the kid did. He watched this video and he forms an idea. Have you ever had a good idea? Yeah. So I got like 2 people.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we got something to do here, Robert. Before we go, Robert.
Here's some ideas.
He develops this idea to take this botanical, use the only way he's ever done business, folks, that he's made many, 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 many millions and times over of dollars, and turn it into a network marketing company where he can allow someone like me, who was a teacher and a coach, to share it with their circle of teachers and coaches and friends and family and community, so they can then do what? Do the exact same thing, so then hundreds of thousands of people could be impacted by what? The most nutrient-rich botanical yet discovered. That's not Zija, folks. That's many endorsed third-party resources that are vetted and have been around for many years, and you would say that's a credible resource. And if they say it, it's got to be true because they've done their research and study on it. So for me, I had 2 paths. This product works. I want to use, I'm competing in triathlons. If it can make me run a little faster, swim a little faster, whatever, if it can make me do that, I'm for the product. But then I started thinking about people. How many of you know people? How many of you know people with issues?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, let me ask you this question. How many of you know somebody's complained in the last 7 to 10 days? You've heard somebody get, spouses not included. We've all heard people complain about knee pain, foot pain, back pain, shoulder pain, money pain. We've heard them complain about some kind of pain. And so I started thinking about all these people that I knew that had issues. And I said, why in the world would I not share with them a solution to their problem? I have somebody with knee pain. You know, as a teacher, you go into the workroom, you start hearing a lot of complaining about the kids, complaining, I'm just so tired, they're driving me crazy. Well, now I have a product that has energy. Why would I not share with them something that might help them? That's how I started, just listening to the teacher talk about their back hurting, their knee hurting, I'm tired, or whatever it is. And I just said, listen, I've got a solution to your problem. Here's what I did. I did what I call a life audit. And I looked at my life, teacher, coach, husband, father. I had full-time jobs and a part-time life. Anybody know people with full-time, maybe it's not you, but full-time jobs. They're working, somebody told me, ain't to faint. All right, well, whatever that means, they're working from sun up to sundown. They're working non-stop, full-time jobs, part-time life. You know anybody like that?
Yeah.
Some of it, and maybe it's you. I don't know your life, only you do. But I did a life audit. Maybe you do that. Maybe that's your homework. I'm going to sign it and give you homework, Mike. That's your homework tonight, is looking at your life. What's your health look like? What's your time look like? How much time do you own? Because I know as a school teacher and a coach, I didn't own much. The only time I really owned was the time I was sleeping. So I mean, do you even call that time? I didn't own much of my day, 24 hours. We all have it. Would you agree we have 24 hours a day? I'm asking you not to tell me, to tell yourself, how much of that time do you own today? Because for me, full-time jobs, part-time life, here's what I was going to spend, Adam. I was going to spend the rest of my life raising other people's kids and never seeing my own kids if I didn't make a change. And Robert alluded to it earlier when he talked about change. Folks, the only person who likes change is a wet baby. But see, your life doesn't get better by chance. Your life gets better by change. And so if some of you've been complaining about whatever pain, then you can change today. You can listen to the person who invited you, and you can say, you know what, my wife's going to talk about the products, and she'll be much better at it than I ever would be. But and you can go, man, I can see myself using that product. I can see my friends using it. I can see my uncle, my brother. I could help him with that. Maybe you do, I don't know what you're going to be thinking, but that's what I was thinking. And so I took the advice of good old Abe, second most famous man now there in town. He said, good things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. And so all I did is I took a step out, and he said, you know what, I have no business experience, unlike Robert, who has experience in business and network marketing, which is an advantage for all of you. He can be an accelerator, and I can be too, because we're 2 hours from you. And we're going to make this market happen, and you guys are like first movers advantage here. I was one of the first people in that sector of Kentucky, and we made things happen. In that two-lighted town, we've created multiple millionaires who used to be teachers that are millionaires today because they've impacted a lot of people. The same will happen here. I'm not saying it's going to be you. I'm saying it's going to happen, and you all get the first chance. So I think that's pretty cool. So I went from a limited life to a life unlimited, meaning I have choices and options to do things I would have never been able to do. And most importantly for me, it's to invest time in leaving a legacy in my kids. It's one thing to leave folks a legacy for your kids or for your family. It's another thing you need to leave a legacy in them. And what does that require? That requires time. And what do most people not have? Even the people who have a lot of money out there, Robert, you know what they have? No time. They're out there busy making the money. And I like ambitious, driven people. That's great. But for me, the money, Brian, was never a motivator for me. It was the time. It's what the money can do. And what the money can do is give me time to invest in my kids, to provide them principles and values and philosophies that I believe to be important for them to be an important member of our society and to contribute and to serve, as you so eloquently put a minute ago, Robert. So that's a quick story of mine. And what I'm going to do is turn it over to, they say behind every good man is a what? Great woman. And I have, and I'm so fortunate to have found an angel, and she makes me better every single day. She's beautiful inside and out. So let's give it up for my beautiful wife, Miss Lindsay. Hey, you don't do handshakes, babe. You got to give me like
All right, so he has allowed me to join in on the fun. I normally just sit back and watch and giggle and smile, but he's going to let me talk about the products today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through, like, our family we love Zika products. Like, we consume all of them. We have multiple lines now. So I'll walk you through kind of our day and how we use them, but I don't want that to be a distractor to maybe the one product that really is the one that you need to start with, because when we started, there was only one product, so it's not like we used all of these things on the front end. There was only one, so we used one. We just added to what we do over time. But I think I can push this one. Yes. There are 3 lines, essentially, that the products have. And so the first one is the core moringa, and he already alluded to moringa. That's where it all started, was from the moringa. We branched out from there, but basically with the moringa products, our kids start off their day with moringa as well, so it's like super food, if you will. And that's good when you have kids, because one of ours in particular, he really only likes chicken nuggets and chocolate. So if I can shove something good down to him first thing in the morning, that's good. So we have 4 kids, and we use 2 of these every morning. They split a packet and drink it in water, and it starts their day off with some good nutrition. Chris and I actually use this, which also has moringa in it, but it's the XM Plus. So it's moringa with a little energy boost to go with it. So the core nutrition starts with one of the core, and there's also a smart mix, one of the core products, and then you can add to it the weight loss stuff. So there are capsules, the XM Burn, which is on this slide. The weight management system is one of the superfoods, which is the XM Plus or the Super Mix or the Smart Mix. The XM Burn, which is right here, just kind of boost your metabolism, get you started. I use that in the morning right after my Super Mix or my XM Plus to get going. And then the third part of it is the detox tea, which once you start losing weight, that stuff gets clogged up and you have to detox to actually go past a certain point. But I was telling Chris the other day, I was at the bank depositing one of his Zija checks, and the teller at the bank looked at the check, it had Zija on the top, and she was like, "Oh, are you in Zija?" And I was like, "Yes, my husband works with the Zija company." And she said, "I've lost over 40 pounds. I don't even know this girl, but we live in the same town. I've lost over 40 pounds on these products. I think they're great. My brother has lost over 100 pounds."
Wow.
she was like, so we love the Zija product. Somebody that lives in the same town we do, I didn't know her besides the teller at the bank, but I'm sure some way Chris has had some sort of impact on her family, losing over 140 pounds. And so
Awesome.
Chris jokingly likes to say the thing they hate about Zija is that they're seeing less and less of each other. He likes a good joke. So we start our day with the core nutrition, which also includes, there are some meal replacements with either plant protein or whey protein. We also like to use the, where is it? This. So this just was launched. This is a weight loss capsule as well. This was just launched at convention this year. They brought it back. We had it a long time ago. And so whenever I was going through the whole having babies processes and getting real big, this right here was my favorite product because it will suck the weight right off of you. So they have brought this back for a while. If you don't have this yet and you're looking to lose some weight, I would recommend getting this product as well. So the next line we'll talk about, they say you put the products in your body to nourish your inside, but then we also have a skincare line that nourishes your skin from the outside. And our family also uses all of this. And at convention, they just launched conditioner, shampoo, and toothpaste. And the toothpaste has the next thing I'm going to talk about in it, which has essential oils in there. And so we like to nourish the inside and the outside. The kids use the body oils, lotion. We've had some that have eczema, and this is good for the eczema. The little Zija oil bottle here we use as a boo-boo healer, if you will. So instead of using like Neosporin and things like that, we use that on all of their cuts, bruises, and scrapes. The essential oils, this is like nature's medicine cabinet, and they just came out with this, and I think that they're great. We use them with the kids. The lavender, you can diffuse it, you can rub it on their feet, you can put it in their bath water, it calms them down, it's wonderful. So maybe you don't have kids at that age where you can calm them down right now, but maybe you have grandkids. The peppermint oil is great for breath, it's great for headaches, you rub it on you. But also, the lady that works at the front desk at the kids' school just sent me an email the other day, and she was just diagnosed with MS, and I don't know a lot about that. But she's young and she has a bunch of kids, and evidently one of the side effects of that is no energy, fatigue, and she's super tired. So she reached out to get some of the peppermint oil to diffuse in her office because it's supposed to boost energy levels. The lemon we use while we're cooking, it's excellent. It also increases your metabolism. But Chris likes to take a lot of the different oils, frankincense, AGX Cleanse, that's one of